Welcome back. Let's face it, most of us are probably guilty of listening to our music too loud in our headphones, right? I know I am. But the question is, what kind of long term damage can that do? Well, here are some tips and some healthy habits with Dr. J. Please help me welcome back Dr. Lana Joseph Ford, founder and CEO of High Level Speech and Hearing Center. Dr. J, welcome back to the show.
Good morning, Malik. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine, Dr. J. So glad that you are back on the show with some healthy habits. Please don't break my heart with the answer to this question, but can listening to music too loud in our headphones cause hearing loss?
Malik, that's a great question. And the answer to your question is yes. There are two factors that play in that entire thing. And one factor is the duration, and the other is the sound or the pitch or the volume. So we don't want to listen to music, even though we love it and it's great. We need music for expression. We want music, but we don't want to listen to it too loud for long periods of time. In fact, I have a couple of examples here that I'd like to just kind of go through with you of different headphones that we utilize. First
Well,
head.
before we get into that, can I ask you how loud is too loud?
How loud is too loud? So, normal conversation happens at about 65 decibels. So, the way that you and I are talking back and forth on here, when people are listening to us and we're in person with them, not on TV, I'm not talking about the volume on TV, but I'm talking about in person, that happens at 65 decibels. That's normal. But when we start to get into higher levels, 70, 80, 120, that's when we're really, really pushing.
Wow, very interesting. And I know for me, like, unfortunately, we don't have like the decibel scale when we're like listening to music on our phones or whatever device we're listening to it on. When we look at our like, volume level on our music, can we determine where we fall into that 60 to 80 decibels, or can we not really?
Sure, sure. So the cellular phone manufacturers have to stick to certain protocols or rules and regulations regarding sound. And that's not just them. That's any type of company that is creating a device that is used for hearing purposes. So we're talking about hearing aids, which I deal with all the time, all the way up to the headphone companies. And again, like we said, the cellular phone companies. So although we cannot necessarily tell, they're not going to say, oh, this is 65 decibels, oh, this is 70, but they do provide us with warning signs. So you'll see something pop up on your screen as you're listening or increasing the volume that'll say, hey, warning, this is a loud noise. But again, that normal conversation level of 65 decibels, that's one that we can tolerate. But as we increase that volume, as that intensity increases, we're really pushing it and getting closer to having really loud noises and
Fascinating.
unhealthy hearing.
Now, how can we listen to music at safe levels then? Because if Drake drops a new album, I have to listen to it at a high volume, but there are ways we can listen to music at safe levels. How can we do that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I see why you had me wait with those headphone examples. You're ready to talk about it, Malik, and I love that.
Mhm.
So yes, absolutely. There are safe levels. And it depends on number one, the device, because the device has to have certain user limit controls on it. Also, you want to make sure that you're utilizing noise canceling headphones that have the technology inside of them that'll allow you to be able to cancel out that sound, not listen to that sound or hear that sound at loud levels, and shorten the duration of that listening time. Again, you want headphones that are going to protect your ears, not headphones that are going to put you at risk. So something like what we have on that example on the screen, these are great headphones for you because they're going to have the technology that I mentioned, noise canceling and other options that are going to help you to hear safely.
Genius ideas, Dr. J. You are so great, my darling. Really great information. Because again, if we keep listening to our music very loudly, that can cause hearing loss, and we do not want that. Dr. J, thank you so much for joining us this morning, my sister. And hey, please go and set up an appointment with Dr. J if you need any type of speech and hearing services. Remember, she has two locations, one in New Orleans on Magnolia Street, the other in Harahan on Jefferson Highway. And to set up an appointment, all you have to do is call 504-345-2984 or check out this website, highlevelhearingnola.com.